still in the world that is discovered until today. But as I said, this is not the only one, but this is one of the biggest undiscovered until today. But Turkey is a very big archaeological area because as we were in the middle of everywhere. This used to be a kind of land that all the civilizations they came and passed. Some of them they settled. That's why starting from 3000 BC, I'm talking about the civilization with history, but actually the first human being of course lived before. But starting with 3000 BC until here, there used to be a lot of civilization that was settled onto each other. One of them here in Anatolia was the Roman Empire, of course. So actually this city used to be a Greco-Roman city, which means first the Greek people who immigrated from today's Greece to the western coast of Turkey, they settled first in 11th century BC. So when those people they immigrated here, there was already a kind of civilization, local people living here. So these newcomers, they adopted themselves onto the previous culture here, and they got a lot of things from that culture. So they became a kind of mixture and started to live here. But in the beginning, they were little small cities without a kingdom, without an empire, without even a name. But later on, by the help of Alexander the Great, all these small Greek cities, they were collected to under one name, under the name of the kingdom of Alexander the Great. So he started his campaign from Macedonia. He was the son of Philippos II, the Macedonian king. He started his campaign in 334 BC, and he continued till India. On the way back from India, he died because of a fever. Nobody knows actually the real reason of the death of Alexander the Great still. But the thing that he did, he spread this Hellenistic idea, the Hellenistic culture, all in the Mediterranean Sea, and he was the person who succeeded to win the Persians, because Persians were the greatest, let's say, power that time, all in this area. So he united those cities, and Ephesus originally was one of those cities that Alexander the Great stepped on and united into his kingdom. But after he died, his kingdom was shared by his generals, and Lysimachus, one of his generals, became the ruler of this city. And in the time of Lysimachus, the city was just nearby the sea, and it was the same destiny with Troy. The Gulf was filled by a lot of soil and stone that was carried by the river. So there was a disaster of malaria that time because of the swamp and because of all this stuff that the river carried. That's why Lysimachus, the general of Alexander the Great, he moved Ephesus from that place, from behind that hill to here, between this valley. So the city of Ephesus in Roman time became in a different place between this valley, surrounded by two hills. And after that, 1st century BC, of course, the biggest empire in the world was the Roman Empire, raising from Rome, and one by one started to get all these cities in the Aegean coast of Turkey and the Mediterranean coast. So all of these cities, they became a part of the Roman Empire after that. And what happened? The Roman Empire was the greatest empire at that time. They were rich, and they were decorating their cities with marble pieces, with incredible huge temples, huge theaters, and etc. They were a very improved empire then. That's why, of course, this city had its brightest area, brightest period during the time of the Roman Empire. You will see, of course, a lot of temples, but not only the temples, also